Okay, so
real.
could you be with a guy that makes 100,000 a year?
No. For
No,
what?
no.
That's $274 a day.
You right. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so dinner for two, and if we add alcohol, it's gonna be a $300 check. So you want me to spend that whole man's day? Like, no.
Welcome to the S.Banks and the JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm joined by my co-host,
JD.
What's the title of the podcast today?
Can men today
Mm-hmm.
afford a modern woman's submission? Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
The finesse edition, baby.
The finesse.
The finesses.
Yeah. And we have 3 clips for you today. And we'll have a conversation after each clip. But we've initially done a podcast with the same title before, and we're talking about something different. We will tag that in the description below, so you can go back and watch that as well. But can modern women, can modern men, can men today in general afford women? What do you think?
Yes, but
Okay.
I will say that I would say that women would probably some women, obviously some women will probably say no, but I think it's more due to a lot of women are just kind of like, you know,
I don't know. No.
if you give me
Delusional?
a second,
Delusional?
delusional. I think
Yeah.
they just have unrealistic expectations. So it's just really unrealistic. So they just say they want this, and it's like, who really has that, or what's the percentage of men that have
Once
that?
upon a time, women were average people go for average people.
Yeah,
Nowadays, women are saying,
below average is going for higher.
doesn't matter, women in general, they're saying they want men to make more than 6 figures.
Yeah, millionaires.
Anyways, man, that's the context. Let's jump right in. Here's clip number 1.
But those types of guys don't even approach me. They don't even. Let's just
Okay,
be
so
real.
could you be with a guy that makes 100,000 a year?
No. For
No,
what?
no.
That's $274 a day.
You right. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so dinner for two, and if we add alcohol, it's gonna be a $300 check. So you want me to spend that whole man's day? Like, no. Men that don't carry a gun, not going to sleep. Because you already laughing with other men, I have to watch. Like, no, I have to watch. The ops, I don't know. Somebody could get us. Because I'm already seeing you're not a protector. You're not.
Just because he ain't got a gun?
He don't have a gun and we outside with mad jewelry on. Come on, I'm gonna get freaked out. As a man, you're supposed to be a protector, a leader, a provider. Like, if you can't protect, preach, provide, no. I don't respect you as a man. No. Certain people posting in real time and we're just outside, like, that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Like, and nothing's bad ever happened to me. It's just, I just look for a man that is going to be aware of his surroundings and be able to provide and protect so that I can be in a more feminine place and relax. Like, if I can't relax, no, it's dead. Cause you never know. I'm 4'11". Like, real shit, even if it's not jewelry, I am 4'11". Like, women are really like, bad stuff is really happening outside. And, I know we all think like, oh, everybody got money. People do not have money.
So tell girls how to get in the room. Like, tell girls how to get a rich nigga.
Make money first. First and foremost, make money.
Say it again. Say it.
Make money. Like, I just feel like if you put money in a man's pocket and you like clean something up for him, because a lot of these men don't have websites. That'd be the easiest thing. Like, give a nigga a website or an email. You know how you do like your business name at the like support at your business name? Yeah, give a nigga a verified email.
Damn.
For real. You clean up little things like that, they make more money, they feel like it's because of you. Now we have a transactional bond because you feel like we're building to something bigger. When really I don't care. But at least you'll take that with you for the rest of your life though. No matter how we ended, if whatever the case may be, you're gonna take that and then I'm setting the tone that you're not gonna accept anything less than that because I've exposed you to this level of like what a relationship should be with a real woman.
Okay. That's the end of that clip. I like to start with a positive.
Okay.
Now, towards the end of that clip, she said about basically being useful.
Mhm.
I highlight to men particularly. I'd say this extends to women as well. Make sure that you're around a group of people where you are useful and can be used. They can use you, you can use them, but you're not in a negative sense, like someone, someone sucks you dry, but being useful to the group.
Mhm.
So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But basically, her ideology is this is side chick mentality. This is fop mentality, prostitution mentality. Um, yeah, with that kind of ideology, you're not going to get wifed up, in my opinion.
Why'd you say that?
Well, think about it like this, right? She's saying, "Oh, I'm going to do all these nice things," so she knows what to do.
Mhm.
But she's saying, "Well, I don't care anyway." But what if the guy cares about you? Now, to provide a little bit of context, right? This same woman was on the Kevin Samuels show, and he schooled her because she thinks, "Oh, she comes from a two-parent household. Mommy and daddy's married. Also, mommy was a homemaker. Daddy makes the money. Her daddy, if my memory serves me correct, her daddy refurbishes planes." Um, and Kevin Samuels said to her, which over here in the male space, men say, dudes don't care about your money.
Mhm.
So she's saying, "I got this P, blah, blah, blah." So she's saying, if I make 100 bags, I need a dude that makes twice as much, pretty
Yeah.
much, right? But then she never mentioned her qualities separate from her money.
Mhm.
So if we took away your money and your resources and all the materialism, luxurious living that you've got, what are you? What can a man do with you? What do you bring to the table?
Mhm.
She can't do nothing. So what modern women today believe that, oh, if I match a man's money, he's gonna want me.
No, that's not the case.
Yeah. So that's some of my first thoughts on that. What do you think?
Well, first of all, seeing as you're talking about money, men don't care about women's money unless it is there, unless you're gonna help use your money to help our situation. As in, I don't know, a family business but
That's not happening.
I'm just saying that's the only time
Yeah.
it's gonna care
Yeah.
is if it's being used for everybody, not just yourself. She is talking about men. She can't get with a man that has 100K
What did she say? How much was that? $274
a
a
day.
day. My girl breaks it down,
She does, and I was
Wow.
like, "What?" I was kind of taken aback because I was thinking she actually calculated that. Even if she's done it on a calculator, it doesn't matter. For you
Yeah.
to actually think, okay, let me work out how much that is a day. Is that okay?
Taking her out for a meal.
Yeah.
And what if we have alcohol? I don't want to be guilty of spending his whole day's earnings.
She said that the dinner will come up to roughly no less than $300 for that meal.
How much should a man spend on a date? Just
Not
meeting person, just
Not
meeting someone.
$300, no.
So what do you think a good number is?
On a first date, you're kind of getting to know each other, suss each other out. I'm gonna say, just in case you don't
Just in
like her
case.
like that,
I'll get
I'm
you home
gonna say-
tonight. You like the way I changed those lyrics. But yeah, go on anyway.
I wouldn't say no more than 50. And that's
Okay,
for
cool.
both of you.
But it's funny. She makes the money. She's got the bag, as she claims, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the man still has to pay.
Yeah.
So modern woman, traditional man.
Yeah.
And the jacked up part about it is this: she comes from a two-parent household.
Mhm.
She got the model on how things work, but yet
Do you know what's funny? Sometimes people assume just because you have a man, your father and your mother in the household,
Yeah.
that child must turn up like quite well. sometimes it's just not the case. And
True.
I'm not saying that it's her parents' fault, because sometimes the parents actually raise that child to be, they should realistically be a very, very good woman.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just not the case.
But mommy and daddy may be married, but did mommy raise her to be a wife?
See, then that goes into question about her upbringing and how they brought her up. But I'm just saying, sometimes they do bring up their child properly. Like the mum raised her to listen.
I know, I've
You
seen
better.
it.
Do you see what I mean?
I've
And they
seen it.
still end up in a certain way.
Because
It's like,
she was just
wow.
talking about monetary value, and I will say, are you cooking? Are you cleaning? Are you submissive? Remember the video I showed you earlier where it went viral because the woman in the clip, she cooked for her man. She was cooking meals every day for her man, and she was receiving backlash. Let him get his own food.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. In the words of KS, that must have been Big Shirley and them telling them don't cook. He can get his own plate. I got beans, greens,
potatoes, yams, jams.
I'm just give me a name. I'm just saying, right? That video went viral for doing something that women were doing the standardly. And it's your man. You give me a womb.
Yeah.
You give me a womb. But where you draw the line is making him some food. I'm going to tag that clip somewhere up here or there. I'll tag the clip up there so you can see the video of this woman going viral for just making her man some simple food.
I would have thought it would go viral in a positive note to say, yeah, man,
20 years ago.
More women should cook for their men. But it's the opposite. It's like, wow, okay. But in regards to this girl, does she have unrealistic expectations?
It's okay. I'm not going to necessarily say unrealistic expectations, because you want what you want. You have your preferences and that's cool. But I'm saying she's an okay looking girl. Is she a stunner? I wouldn't say that. Nothing to sing home about. No disrespect to her. But other than your money, what qualities do you have? So all you've mentioned to me was, oh, you know how some guys don't have like a business website blog. Like he really need you for some, you know what I mean? He don't need you for no business website.
No.
The kind of men you want anyway.
I think I get where she's going with it.
To be useful.
Yes. But if the sort of guys she realistically is trying to get, would you typically kind of have those things already? You'd kind of have to bring other things to the table. Like my question was, why do women, or some women today, even believe they deserve a six-figure man?
Because they're entitled. That's the
you
culture.
can be entitled all you like, but does that mean that you deserve a man that has six figures? Like, what is in it for him? What does
Coochie.
he get out of the deal?
Coochie.
Funny, I wrote that in there too. Let's be honest, a lot of women only bring their coochie, and that's it. That's the problem, though.
And when you ask them what they bring to the table, they get offended because it's like, oh, you're bringing out that full length mirror.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So she's teaching women. Women teach women how to finesse. This is what you got to do, right? And for me, it's like, okay, cool. If that was only the case, okay, cool. It's just about if they can find a sucker, which is generally going to be a simp, it's all good, right? I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I'm saying whatever, right? But that's not the only things men have to worry about. Now, men have to worry about Me Too. Men have to worry about assassination of your character, false accusations. The book I was saying to you yesterday that you can get on Amazon is currently unavailable now, but it was being sold on Amazon. How to Destroy a Man. Now, it teaches you in this book how to finesse, how to make accusations stick, how to destroy a man's character. Things I mentioned just a minute ago,
Can
right?
I just say
Hold on. Tell me the difference between the Tinder swindler and what women generally say about how to finesse a man. That's hypocrisy.
It is hypocrisy.
And wait until you see in a up and coming podcast what we're going to show you about the finesse and how it's just normalized today. But continue your point.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if that book was the reverse and said how to finesse or how to destroy a woman's come on, that book wouldn't even be on Amazon. Let's just be, let's be honest.
Isn't there certain
quotas and
credentials or certain measures you need to go through to post your book on Amazon or any product if it's offensive? So it's okay. Don't get me wrong. People can complain about the book. Sometimes things do slip through. No system is perfect. But just to think, women can post these kind of things and it's kind of like believable women. But if you got books like How to Destroy a Man, you really got to think about that.
Well, as a person that wants to buy a book and you come across that sort of book, what sort of person would you be to even want to buy a book like that? I really question your character because the book title itself.
But why question the character? If I saw a book, or if someone I know is buying a book, How to Destroy a Man, I don't need to question your character because it's a cut and close case.
Yes. Okay, that's true.
What's to think about?
But I'm just trying to think on, like, why you'd want to even buy a book like that, to be honest with you.
To finesse men.
I know,
to destroy a man. Simple.
Well,
or if
we think differently.
I'll say this. Men need to arm themselves with information. So maybe it's not so much of a bad thing buying a book so you can arm yourself with information and see how women move and what to do and how to maneuver in this minefield. Because one false move, you can blow your leg off.
True. I would say for the men to read it, hell yeah. Because I'm trying to find out what you're trying to do.
Yeah, there's that thing as well. Let's switch gears a little bit. Okay. Why are men rewarding women for things they are supposed to do? Now, going back to the clip where the woman was making food for her man, also a woman just showing up with her coochie and her preferences, and you say, here's my preference, but then you don't get your end of the deal. Now, in the comments of the one where the woman was making food for her man, there was a lot of dudes, what do I got to do to get with a woman like that? Blah, 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 right? Your woman that you get with is supposed to do certain things. Certain women prey on certain kind of simps. And I'm saying men actually enable the behavior of women today. They can argue and say, oh, women are like blah, blah, blah. I don't like the way women are moving today. They're promiscuous. They got hot girl summer. They're not women that I want a wifey. They don't, let's say you don't like women with weaves and clayface, too much makeup, right? Okay, but if that woman says bends over and she says, oh, hit this, you're going to hit that, right? So then I get that men are low by nature as far as they'll smash, or men would look for their opportunities to smash, right? But then if you reject women, and that's the key, if you reject those women that you say you don't want, doesn't that force them to fix up?
Yeah, it would.
So men are the enablers of a lot of these women's behavior. Put in the comments if you disagree. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What do you think about that?
Yes, a lot of men are enabling because you will complain how women are hoes and whatever else. You're quick to cuss out these women. But if you didn't mess with these women, like you said, they would be forced to fix up. Because if men said, nah, I don't want to beat, I don't do nothing with you because you're not the type of chick I want to do anything with. You'd force that woman to do what's right.
Yeah.
You'd force her.
Exactly.
She'd be forced to. Because it's like, well, I do want to be, or I do want to be in a relationship. Or if all men are saying, nah, I ain't messing with you until you fix up, then you got no choice.
Women can't take rejection. But anyways, man, that's some of our thoughts on that particular clip. Let's move it along. We're going to play clip number 2. And then we're going to come back and give you some of our thoughts. So without further delay, here is clip number, is it Trez? 2?
No.
With 8th grade girls, and I asked them to tell me what their goals were. this one particular young lady said that she wanted to have 2 kids. So I said, so are you going to have a husband? And she said, nope. And I said, please tell me why you would choose in the 8th grade to have a goal of having 2 kids and not be married. She said, because if I'm married to him, I can't collect child support. And then she said, why should I marry a man that I have kids by? He might have issues or something. He might be on drugs. And I said, well, if he's too bad to be your husband, do you really think he's going to make a better father?
Okay. Ladies first. What's your thoughts?
My first thought is it's very sad to hear that from a young lady. What's even sadder is that there are way too many young ladies who think like this. And for me, the question is, where do they get that mentality from? So I think it's very clear that she gets it from her mother or auntie or grandmother or whoever she was raised by. That's where she got that mentality from. Oh, I don't need no man. You know, the typical things that a lot of, I'm going to say, single mothers say.
Well,
I don't need no man. I'm a boss bitch and all of this other stuff.
I'm a queen.
I'm a diva.
Independent.
Exactly.
I don't need no man.
So that's clearly where she gets it from.
Man.
And it's just sad because she's at a young age and she's already saying, I do not want to marry my children's father just for finances.
So she has babies to finesse men. So she's been taught that by her elders, the women around her. I'm going to assume her primary carer. I'm assuming her daddy's not around. So she's been, let me use a nice word. No, F it. She's been radicalized to be a single mother, right? But my thing is this, right? Especially in the Black community, as we have the highest rate of single motherhood, right? So why is it that being a single mother is a badge of honor? Being a queen, a diva, Miss Independent, I don't need no man. Some type of badge of honor, like getting pregnant, having a baby, using that man for 18 years, child support. Why is it that's a badge of honor? Some type of escape plan.
It shouldn't be a badge of honor.
But it is. It shouldn't be. But the reality, it is. That's the case today. What do you think?
It shouldn't be a badge of honor.
Because it's almost an amazing thing.
How can it? Sorry.
It's almost amazing.
How is it? How could it be amazing?
Let me explain why. Because they make money. Well, okay. They smash. They enjoy themselves. Don't really like the dude. I don't need to do anything. I can have a baby. The state will help me. And also, I will get this man to pay my rent. You had the woman. Remember the woman talking about she has 6 different baby fathers and she can take a certain percentage of each baby father's check. If you
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040. So why don't you have 6 baby daddies?
If you have 6 kids with the same father, then she will get less money. You got women that are strategic in their bad ways today.
Okay. And all I heard in that was money, 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 money. And that's all you want is money.
Yeah.
When has any of them said anything to do with the children and what's best for the child? All I hear is money, money, money. I'm going to have lots of kids with different fathers just so I can
get the 17%.
Exactly, from each one instead of having the same baby father for each one of my children. It's just money.
But
Do
but
you
why not
really
get
care about your
married?
children then?
No, they don't. But I'm just saying it's about, again, it's monetary value. They want to live a lifestyle. Sometimes social media, celebrities influence them to think this way. But those very same celebrities cook, clean, and are married. You know, Cardi B, Beyonce. You know, you can list off some people. They're all in committed relationships, but they rap about or sing about you being
I'm sorry.
hot girl, city girl.
This is where I'm so sorry, but you need to just have your own mind, have your own brain. Stop listening to I listen to all sorts of genres, right? I'm not stuck on one. I listen to everything, okay? I'm very open-minded there. But not one of those genres controls my brain to that level.
But women think collectively.
They do think collectively. I do get it, but I'm saying you need to be able to think for yourself.
You're saying that from a rational perspective, common sense ain't common.
It's not okay.
They're being sold a dream, just like feminism.
I get you, and I agree with you. But let's use Cardi B for a second, right? Now, she may have grown up in a certain way.
Yeah.
Being ratchet, stripping, whatever else she's done, right? And she's come up or whatever. But what did she choose to do? So let's say she didn't have a great life in the beginning, right? She had to do certain things that maybe she didn't want to do to get to a certain level. But once she got to that certain level, what did she do? She got married first before even having children.
And as bad as she may be.
Exactly.
Exactly. She didn't have kids out of wedlock.
So she got married and then had children.
Kim Kardashian was known to be ratchet. She didn't have kids out of wedlock.
Exactly. So then does that not tell you something? Now, you may sing songs of, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I know how to get that ring, or however the lyrics go, right?
Okay.
I'm sure everyone knows it. But what did she get caught doing? What did Offset catch her doing? No, he knows what she does.
Cooking and cleaning.
But my point is, exactly. He caught it on a camera and then posted it to show you this is actually what she does. Now, she may sing songs about whatever, right? It doesn't mean you're supposed to apply that to your life just because it's a song. Remember that.
She has said that publicly. She said, it's up to you. You lot make
do
your
this
kids.
information.
Yeah, you make your kids listen to that. That's not on me. I just make the music. If you're being irresponsible as a parent and letting your kids listen to that, that's on you.
Because she said
She is right.
She is right. I 100% agree with her. Yeah. She said, I make music for adults.
So if you let
That's
your
what
kids
she said.
Listen to it and pop.
She don't even make her own daughter
listen to her old music.
She only had I forgot her daughter's name, but she only had Culture. She only had Culture at the time that I believe she said it. She said she makes music just for adults. Now, not even her daughter's allowed to listen to it. Yeah. And we've caught that on camera too. When the song was playing, she was all yeah, singing to her song. When Culture walked in the room, making noise so that she doesn't hear the song. That is my point. So just because you heard a song doesn't mean you're supposed to live your life by it. Now, a lot of these young girls are doing exactly that. And a lot of these young girls' mothers are not. They're just...
Okay.
It's just sad.
Let's switch gears a little bit, right? Here's a question, right? This is for you, and the audience can also put in the comments, right? If a woman has money, job, a career, banging body, she got the curve shape, she's good. She got the looks, but she's a single mother. Does that still count as a win? Because she doesn't have the family, i.e. she didn't have the man, she didn't have the ring, but she has everything else. All the monetary value, she got the job, career. If she has those things minus the man, marriage, does that count as a win, even though she's a single mother? Is she still winning? Because I think men and women have their own value.
They do. I would say a woman's value is to build up to obviously have a man or have a husband.
Yeah.
Okay. The top level is to have a husband. That's our main goal. Husband, children.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once you have got that, you've won.
Yeah.
Whatever comes after that is just a bonus.
So you think if a woman doesn't have the family, the man, the husband, the ring, that's a no go.
You haven't won the full package. What have
So
you
she's
won?
losing. But women today, like say the first girl and the young child talking about, you know, she's on the blueprint, she's on the way to being a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
They would rather walk around with handbags, with Gucci shoes or designer shoes, designer clothes, monetary value, and this is all side chick or prostitution kind of ideology. That's the mentality today. You could say to them, secure the ring, secure the man, yada yada yada. Do right by your children by making the right decisions. They're saying, I ain't trying to hear that, man.
That's because they view it as that's old school. That's old school. We're in 2022. Things are different now. Yes, it is different now, but it doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's right. You know, I say this: are you winning? You may think,
but in their brain, society has changed. The culture's changed. So
it has.
For them, they are winning. I'm not saying morally they are, or realistically later on in life they're going to win. But no, they're not winning. But in their brain, they're winning. So for me, I'll put this: do we live in a mental institution where the patients run the asylum?
Kind of feels like that, yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Look at that video I showed you earlier with those ratchet chicks, right? Now the question is this: where did these young females learn this? Because young kids are impressionable, right? Where did they learn this behavior? Those chicks that I showed you earlier in that clip, where there was I think they was trying to audition to get on some type of show. I don't know the show's name, right? And I'm going to tag that clip so you can see that as well, right? Those women all was dusty. Nobody's arguing their looks. I'm not arguing their looks or their beauty. I'm just saying that they looked like they were auditioning for Magic City or Stringfellows or, you know, some type of strip club kind of thing. Which of those women that you see in this clip, right, that I'm pointing to, somewhere up here, right? Which one of those chicks are you wifeying? Which one of those chicks do you want your son to get?
First of all, none. And second of all, fellas, put in the comments which one you would wifey once you watch that clip. My son, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. No.
Okay. Why do women want high value men? What's your thoughts on that?
Why do women want high value men?
As in high earning men, high earning.
Well, we want someone who can provide for us, obviously, and the children. And
the children. So that means when you said the children, that means the children ain't his. Is the children that high value man? Because women make poor decisions, get breeded up, have multiple baby fathers. Then they say, oh, I want the bailout plan, the insurance policy. Do you want a high value man for the lifestyle for him, or do you want the bailout plan, the as they say, the cleanup guy?
Well, if you put it
what's the real reason for it?
If you put it that way, as in, well, the children aren't his and you need an escape plan from your bad choices, then obviously it's not about that man. It's about whatever he can give you
more
or
time
get
that's
you.
The case. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But more time that's the case, right? Exactly. What do you think? Maybe you disagree. What's your thoughts?
Well, I agree with you there. If you're putting it in that way, then that's what it is. It's about, to be honest, I don't think they look at whether they're attracted to that man or whether they like the man or like anything about him, to be honest. As long as he's got that P, it's all good.
So as long as they're in a position, to go back to the video, as long as they're in a position of having Zaddy take care of their bills and getting breeded up by men and having Zaddy, if he doesn't pay, get locked up or tarnish his character, that's what it comes down to, money. Men, listen, If you want change, reject those kind of women. Let them fix up. Have better discipline. That's what works.
Definitely.
I'm not being a hypocrite and saying I'm perfect, but we have to learn these things over time.
Yeah.
And especially in today's climate.
Yeah.
Anyways, in that being said, let's spice it up a little bit and let's play clip number 3. Without further delay, here's clip number 3.
Never leave your man without busting a nut.
Let me turn your mic up a little bit. just to
Before
make
he
sure,
walks
yeah.
out that fucking door, okay? Like, whether it's head, whether it's sex, when he walks out that door in the morning, he needs to be empty. He ain't thinking about nobody else, nothing else. Rick come fucking bitching at him at work. Nigga, please, my dick got sucked this morning. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? My bitch got me. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you come home and I'm just chilling, you appreciate what I did for you in the morning.
Damn, I could have played that again.
Okay. That's why the guy had to turn up. Hold on a minute. Let me just
Turn that
turn
shit
that
up.
shit off.
At least this woman got the assignment. This is the good thing. What's your thoughts?
My first thought was sadly negative, not towards her,
Okay.
just on the facts that I didn't read any comments from that video
I didn't either, yeah.
because I forgot to, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to assume and say that she's going to be called all sorts of names, because the reason why I say that is because she's doing something nice for her man. Doing anything for a man, whoever he is a problem to a lot of women these days. So for her to do that every time before he leaves the house, every single day, I don't know how often she's saying it, but let's say it's every day. Doing something nice for any man is an issue.
Yeah.
So they're going to see it as, are you crazy? You doing whatever for him? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But those women
But
find out the hard way.
Okay. Women will play hard to get, play those silly little tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on in life, when
now she wants to cash out.
When she wants to settle down, she thinks it works like this. There's that guy over there. He ticks all my long list of preferences. I select you. Come with me. I can cash out. That's what she believes. The reality is that looks fade.
Mm-hmm.
And even, let's not even talk about looks. Let's rewind that. Even if you're average, what qualities, wifey qualities do you bring to a man? Because you're saying, I like you over there. You're 6 feet tall, 600 horses, nice car, 6-pack abs. You make good money.
Mm-hmm.
I select you. Okay, that's all good. Now he wants to ask some questions. He's going to say, what do you bring to the table? But he's going to say it like this. So, can you cook? Are you submissive? What did you just say? Submissive. But you're saying, I select you. He doesn't select you. I'm just saying. Women believe that's in their world, in their reality. They believe that's how the dating market works. What gets better over time with more use?
There isn't any.
Nada. That's what I'm saying. So they think as they get older, the grass gets greener.
No.
Just saying.
More weeds grow.
Mm-hmm.
Less greenery.
Yeah.
Women do not want to be submissive to men in this time.
Mm-hmm.
In 2022, that's just what it is. You ask a woman to be submissive, it's like you're asking too much of them. It's like,
How am I supposed to weigh on some man hand and foot?
You're asking too much of me.
What do you think this is? Flintstones? What am I supposed to
Exactly,
be barefoot? I'm pregnant.
This is not no 1950
okay.
thing.
But you have like they was even alive in the 1950s.
But they always go back to the past.
I know. Like back in the day, back in which day? You weren't even alive then.
It wasn't even thought of.
You was an egg somewhere
You wasn't even
in your
an egg.
grandmummy. No, because you like,
In your grandpappy.
no, but you was an egg somewhere, or in your grandparents, right? But I'm saying this, right? Women have a list of requirements, but can't even meet half of those those requirements. Do you know what I mean? But then they say, "Oh, this is the kind of man I want." Get the F out of here, man.
Also, okay, men could give women the world and everything in it, and she still don't want to submit. I don't think it really matters what men give or don't give. She is not submitting.
They're entitled.
Very entitled, and it's like a needle in a haystack. You know, there are good women out there. You just have to just keep weeding through it, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of women will reject their choices later on in life. I give them, as I said, let's revisit the conversation when they're 50. I just think, to close out, my last thing is that women are going to have to start approaching men, because dating is a cesspool. Now, the thing is this, right? Some people may disagree, but if a woman's in a good relationship, she often believes, based on the simps and the beta male orbiters and the guys sliding in her DMs, she thinks that, oh, I can just jump from one relationship and go into another, right? But what happens is this: the guy, when he leaves a relationship, fares better than you. He's going to be in a better position than you, because you think, okay, in that relationship that you had, he actually took you seriously. When you get into a next relationship, how many times have you seen women go from a good committed relationship to being a side chick? She ends up worse because she believes she deserves more. Modern women are entitled. I'm not saying men are perfect, but more time than not, if the man levels himself up, does well for himself, he's usually good. And at the same time, say you don't have kids, hey. And if that woman does have kids, hey, I'm just saying, put in the comments, guys, what do you think? Ladies, are you going to be pleasuring your man, releasing him before he opens the door? You go on, let him do his thing, unload. He comes back to a nice bath, candles, wherever you lot smoke or drink. Good time. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
That's my thoughts.
What do you ladies bring to the table apart from your coochie and a headache?
Well, some don't. But put in the comments, guys. What do you guys think? Join the conversation. I think women are gonna have to start approaching men. It is what it is, man. It was a good conversation, and we got the conversation started.
We did.
But let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, we're closing out. Do you have anything to add before we close out?
No.
Okay. And that being said, see you in the next one. Peace. We out.